really simple trick that I can teach you is basically it's called commemorative steps. And basically, you count your footsteps, until it feels like, for example, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then at 5, maybe I felt like I was more tired. Then, it'll kind of like feel like there's a weight to it. And when it gets to that number that you stopped at, that felt like it could pick up, then you remember 5 as a number. And then, you keep walking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, could be, one step. It's got to have like kind of a bridge, to where, like, for example, like if you're doing hard work, usually there's an acceleration point, and then there's a point to where you can stop, and then it will coast. When you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you want to stop at 4, so it'll roll to 5. And that way you have a coast point with your memory, so it makes it a lot easier to remember stuff. Because, like, when you have like a job, and you have like, like if I had to sit here and count like this, and I had to count every single step for, 1,000, for some reason, I'd have, watery mouth, dry mouth, probably feel like really dehydrated, tired, and it won't feel as useful. And we kind of tend to like forget as much as we can. But like by taking, like the numbers like that, one exercise is you can go on a walk and, count the numbers and then write them down or put them in a phone. And then when you finish your trip, put all the numbers down and see how many you can count with variations, And once you get a hang of it, it should give you like sort of like bursts of energy, so you can, to help you remember, what the numbers correlate with, what the effort correlates with. And, we'll basically, teach you how to kind of see what's going on around you. It gives you, just a better way to remember stuff that you see. And, it's really useful, to count everything that you do. But you have to figure out why it's hard to count it, And then once you realize, how, like, difficult you've made it to count stuff, then you can now take, what's like usually, easy to count, like give it more reason, give it more complexity, and make it easier to like bring up flash memory, and like references, why the numbers were said, because there's always, something that the numbers represented, it's always, groups of stuff that resembles something that has meaning, has impact, so it's very important. So learning how to do that, I think you'll feel very beneficial, very happy, good attitude, and help you kind of learn about, when you're counting and then you get tired, what taking a break is in a memory, what taking a break is. Makes it easier for you to come up with words, come up with numbers, very useful.